With Christmas a little over a week away, BBC Breakfast's Ben Boulos headed to St Albans to hear from market stall owners to hear how business has been affected by the ongoing rail strikes as well as freezing temperatures and the cost of living crisis. However, after speaking to Diane Werrell from Springboard on the High Street, BBC's Ben soon found himself wary of an oncoming van threatening to derail his report. After sharing her insight into consumers' habits on the high street given the aforementioned factors, Ben began to conclude his report from St Albans. Speaking to Roger Johnson and Naga Munchetty back in the BBC studio, he said, Diane referring to the cost of living crisis, of course, that's on top of rail strikes and the cold weather. We found out this week that inflation is running at 10.7%, Ben continued but quickly shot a look over his shoulder. A white van was approaching and showed no signs of slowing down, prompting the reporter to quickly dash out of its way. Ben styled it out, however, not letting it get in the way of his report, but he did quip, "Try not to get run over." Getting back to his report, he continued, 10.7%. That means things that cost you £100 a year ago, those goods would now cost you £110.70. That is putting the squeeze on household budgets, meaning there is simply less spare cash to go and spend on gifts and treats this Christmas. Naga was quick to thank her co-star for his report but couldn't resist a cheeky warning following the ordeal. "Ben, thanks very much," Naga replied. "And do keep an eye out for traffic please." The BBC Breakfast star let out a laugh at Naga's comments before replying, "Good tip, thanks Naga." During his report, Ben also first-hand from business owners trying to keep themselves afloat in these uncertain times. Jo owned a clothing stall down the market and she told Ben how the ongoing strikes combined with plummeting temperatures and inflation have affected her business. When asked how important this week's trading would be, Jo told Ben, "What we take in the run-up to Christmas really sees us through January and February when there really isn't much trade at all. So yeah, very important to us." Ben asked Jo what trade had been like in the past week with so many factors hitting business, to which she replied, "The cold weather has massively affected us. I've got a shop which has been hugely affected by the snow. The train strike, yesterday, to be honest, we had a good day here. I don't know whether people couldn't commute into the town so they came shopping. That may have actually perversely benefited us, but on the whole, yeah, it's hard." Ben then asked how business compared pre-pandemic, to which Jo bluntly answered, "Down, definitely down. I don't think people shop on the high streets like they used to, they do a lot online. It's hard work." BBC Breakfast airs daily at 6 a.m. on BBC One.